Shalom to all my brothers and sisters. I briefly want to speak to my Christian brothers and sisters, really briefly. The Jewish people, religious Jewish followers of the one true God, Elohim, and our Christian brothers and sisters, you who may be watching this video, we are both coming to Tanakh, the Jewish scriptures, with our conclusions, and we feel like the message that we have learned is clearly demonstrated in the scriptures. The Jewish people feel like the message is very, very clear. But also honest, sincere Christians also feel that the message of Christianity is in the Jewish Bible very clearly. But the point is that both cannot be right. Someone is wrong and someone is right. I believe, based on what I've been taught, that the real problem is something very simple. It's very simple. And I hope that you will take this to heart and look into this and do this. To the Christians, I want to say, when you open the scripture, when you open what is dubbed the Old Testament in the Christian Bible, which is our Bible, the Tanakh, of course, we basically believe, based on the evidence, that the Old Testament in a Christian Bible is very corrupt and has been tampered with by the church, but that's a whole other subject in itself. Even with all that said and done, there is, we believe, even in among that, a clear message, the big picture that is being overlooked without even realizing it. The Christians are overlooking the vast majority of what they call the Old Testament. So what I'd like to offer as a difference is think about what a Jew would have thought before Jesus, over 2,000 years ago, when reading the Hebrew text. What would they be learning? What would they be studying in there? How would they understand the Hebrew Bible before Jesus? Let's use another example. What if an alien, I don't believe in aliens or outer space or any of that, but let's just say an alien or somebody who just woke up one day as an adult, picked up a Jewish Bible and started reading it from scratch and studied the whole thing every day for a couple years. Let's just say there's no Christian Bible, just a Jewish Bible. And all that alien did was study the Tanakh every day in context, story for story, chapter for chapter, verse for verse, in context. And you have to ask yourself, would that alien believe that the message of the church, of the Christian doctrines of the church, would he believe that those doctrines are found in the Jewish Bible without even hearing anything about the church? Would he believe that the story of Adam and Eve, where Eve's seed would crush the head of the snake, would he believe that that's speaking about the Messiah? We have to ask these questions very, very seriously. And I believe when you study the Jewish scriptures in that light, in that sense, starting over and studying in context, reading the stories in context, and studying as if you are just reading for the first time, completely start over. And then, once you study everything in order and see the message of Tanakh, the Hebrew Bible, once you get the message of what is being taught very clearly in context, what does it say about the real Messiah? What's going on when that time comes? What has God promised to the Jewish people? Is it an eternal covenant, or is it really just a temporal covenant? And I really believe once you study as if you were an alien or someone who just woke up and is studying the Jewish Bible in context, then it all becomes very clear. And then you can judge the Christian claims, the church and its doctrines, based on the foundation of deep study of the Jewish Bible in context. And I believe only then will you start to realize that the Christian teachings and the doctrines that came from the church, and mainly from Rome, the Catholic Church, which adopted many, many, many invented doctrines, that even people who are Protestant don't even realize they're following that same tradition, many of the same traditions of the church, the Catholic Church, without even knowing. They're continuing a lot of their traditions. When you study Tanakh, the Hebrew scriptures, in context, from scratch, chapter for chapter, verse for verse, letting Tanakh teach you God's message, and then you measure the claims of the church, the claims of the New Testament, only then will your eyes be open to seeing that the Christian Bible does not harmonize with the Jewish scriptures. It does not. They are two separate books. The Hebrew Bible is the Bible preserved by the Jews, put together for the Jews, made by the Jews, but it's not only for the Jewish people. Isaiah chapter 2 says all the nations of the world in the end of days will come together as one. All of the messianic passages speak about the nations coming together with Israel and learning the ways of his people and becoming one with his people. I want to emphasize Isaiah chapter 56 for those of you who may think that this is just a Jewish thing or an Israel thing. What about the rest of us? In Isaiah chapter 56, it says very clearly, our prophet says, let the stranger, that's any non-Jew, non-Israelite, let the stranger not say in his heart, God has separated me from his people. Surely if you grab hold of his covenant, if you love the name of Elohim, and you cling to his commandments, cling to him, he will give you a name greater than all, because of the sacrifices of leaving idolatry, leaving everything in your world behind, having your family turn against you for the truth. You will be rewarded for such things. So search Tanakh, search the Hebrew Bible. Your Father wants you home. Don't do it because I told you. Do it for yourself. The Tanakh, the Hebrew Scriptures, has a very clear and consistent message. And like I tell all the people that are watching these videos, please study every day in context. Study, study, study every day. And if you do, you'll only benefit yourself. And only then will things become very clear. And you'll learn more and more every day. So shalom, have a wonderful evening, a beautiful day, and a blessed day. Thank you for joining me, and I'll be posting many more videos. Please subscribe today and check out my many, many themes of videos, and I'll be posting many more. Shalom.